up, you maniacs? It's the Peace himself, the man with 1,000 laughs, Lord Gravitos, Reginald Leon, Lost and Found, St. Jimmy TV, bringing you Kingdom Chapter 550 and 551. We might do a little bit more depending on how long they are. It's been another week. I hope you've been great. Last few chapters were fucking great. They were amazing. Kyoko and I stepped up and proved to Gyon that she is a force to be reckoned with. Shin defended his honor by actually being a fucking G. And, yeah. I hope you guys are doing good. I hope everything's going all right. It is still fucking hot. And it sucks. But yesterday we did our One Piece reaction, which was a fantastic chapter as well. But without further ado, I said let's just hop into this Kingdom chapter. Because, well, I could tell what happened a few weeks ago when we were talking about the food shortage that was happening that the Zhao did to them is now going to start taking its toll on the kin. All the energy that was solely for the intro. It's true. And that's how all my intros are, is blah, 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 and then. But let's hop into this because, as I can tell, it says news of the time limit, which sounds interesting. As the curtain falls on this ruthless day, within the campgrounds beneath a twinkling night sky, cries of men echo within the cold silence, where weary voices cry out the names of the fallen. Soka dono, Soka. I'll have so many stories to share with Kakubi-sama. Soka dono. Lieutenant, all of you, I'll be going ahead. Soka dono. Sir Koshu-sama, over there doesn't have it long. I see. Wait! Sir, your wounds are needing attending first. Something like that can wait. Lieutenant! Hietan. Shine. No. Danikai, where are you? Don't do this, Ko. Wake up! Has anyone seen Squad Leader Toll? Dude, it's gonna be devastating for a lot of these, for newbies. Open your eyes, Hakuta. Weren't you the one that convinced us to come? You goddamn idiot. Sorry, but have you guys seen Hera? He's from No Village. No, can't help you there. Have you seen anyone called Dokin? No. Damn. Kanto! Hirai! Kokugan! Kakuin! Thank God you're okay. Alright, that's pretty devastating. All these people losing all of them. That's pretty crazy. That's pretty crazy. The third day of the Battle of Shukai Plains. The Zhao left wing, Banaji, Gyon, and Kagure in Gakuke versus the Ohon and Shin and Ako. Kin wins the right. Kin wins the left. Stalemate. Ooh. Kin center. Could probably be better described as the day of the battle between Kin's right and Zhao's left wings. Okay. And the ones who saw especially brutal fighting there were the two newly committed Haishin unit and Gyon army who directly faced off with each other right after their debuts. Karutan Shien-sama was killed in the fighting. Same for Somen and Commander Kai. What of the unit of the survivors? Not a single one. Only half of the Sansa unit made it back as well. Shit. Intending to greatly tip the right battlefield Zhao's favor on the third day, Zhao's Supreme Commander Raboku dispatched 10th. Damn. Matched up against them was the High Shin unit. Although initially struggling to put up a good fight, they were able to somehow reverse the tide to an extent, ultimately allowing them to end the day on relatively even footing with the Gyoen army. It would not be an exaggeration to say the High Shin unit's efforts were what foiled Ruboku's gambit of the day. Oh, Bihei! You spent the whole day playing dead, didn't you? Hell no, you moron! It was once, okay? Just once! Come on, you tell him! What's the matter? You seem pretty out of it. Sorry, Bihei-san. Can I go to sleep first? Feels so cold. Whoa! He's got crazy fever. You dumbass! Say something sooner! But, as to be expected, these results came out no small... Oh, Kyokuai. No. You probably exerted yourself too much. Shin, is that you? Yeah. What are you doing? Well, I somehow managed to crawl. Oh my god, dude. But I think it's my limit. Can you give me a hand? Nope. I can't move my body either right now. Sheesh. Make me do all the work, why don't you? It's not like I can come. I asked you to come. Kyokai wanted to say sorry about today. I knew that was gonna be the blaze. But I left it all to you to handle. So what's he moving? The way he's moving is kind of gross. Oh my god. You know, even Garo was surprised. He said you were one hell of a commander to set up the reverse kill zone in the middle of all that. And then you went on the right fight on foot with the infantry, cutting down people until you could barely stand. Thanks to that, it's not only the men in your unit, but even my foot loggers who have fallen head over heels for you. Can you believe it? But because of that, now you're in this shape. Sorry for always making you cover my ass, Kyoko-ai. Footloose? It says Footloggers. It says Footslogger. Interesting. What do you want? What do you want? Hi, dude. Hi, dude. You crawl all the way here just to say something as pointless as that? Yep. We're both stuck here resting anyway. So you better do that. So better to do that while having a chat with you, don't you think? If I had talked to Ten or Bihei, they probably wouldn't shut up. Looks like Gyoen got you bet. Oh, then Gyoen got... Yeah, that Gyoen guy was no joke. Beat the living crap out of me. Next time I'm gonna win, though. Piece of cake. Shouldn't give... Oh. Damn it. I'm fucking jealous. I'm fucking jealous. Coming this winter, Kevin Bacon in Footloggers. Oh, dude. The Shiyu clan has a large variety of techniques passed down through it. What? That said, this is more of a good luck charm. This is an actual technique, though. By combining hands like this, it is possible to slightly shares one life force with someone else. Huh? Are you stupid? You think I need that? You're the one that's beat up. You can't even move. What are you, Kyokoi? Relax, Shin. That technique was for absorbing someone else's strength. Huh? Oh. I know it's been the 3 days since we began fighting here at the Shukai Plains, but Ryokutsu is growing more and more anxious by the day. I'm sure that this is a battle that we have no chance of winning unless we are willing to exhaust all of our strength to the point that we're standing at death's door. Yeah, I thought the same thing. This is truly a chain of improbable events occurring one after another. The first day, we saw 5,000-man Commander Moten somehow leading the Kin left wing to recover from fatal defeat, allowing them to cling on. While on the second day, Ohon on the Gyokuo was not only able to evade Chogaru's aim, but even launched an attack to cripple the Banaji army. And today, we had the Haishin unit who was able to blunt the weathers of my army's assault. Welcome back, Miss Gamer. It's nothing more than a couple 5,000-man commanders who weren't even worthy of attention, getting a bit carried away. Do not underestimate them. Even Kin's 6 generals were once leaders of only 5,000, 3,000, and 100 men. That's true. What are you trying to say? Surely you don't mean... Did you send something from Shin of the Haishin Gyun? Shin of the Haishin unit and his lieutenant Kyokuai, while slightly rough around the edges, those two did remind me of Kin's 6 great generals. Yes! Both of them? Phew. Then all we need to do is stamp them out here and now. Exactly so. If they truly possess the same qualities of Kin's 6 generals, the worst possible development for Zhao would be a future where Shin and Kyokuai, Ohon and Moten were allowed to mature. On the other hand, the worst possible development for Kin would be a future where not only those 4 youngsters, but also Osen, Kanki, and Yantua were all lost in one fell swoop after this battle near Zhao's heartland. Huh? Were that to occur, saying that Kin's military might would be cut in half, not even begin to describe it. In other words, the battle that stretches before us is a crossroad that could take history down 2 completely different paths. True. I feel as if I'm finally beginning to grasp my lord's Rinchoju's intention. Do you agree, Chogaru? The 2 of us are like 2 killing arrows let loose from a different age. All so that we could stop Kin's rampage on this day. That pisses me off. You speak as if this battle revolves completely around those 2 alone. The 2 of you alone. Forgive me if that the impression I give off, Gakue. Though it may not seem like it, I am actually in high spirits right now. Regardless of even Chogaru and I are nothing more than one myriad number of blades, the man that shall be the one to lead to victory shall be, of course, Ruboku, the strongest member of the three great heavens in all of history. Fuck Ruboku. That guy's a piece of garbage. Zhao Center Army Main HQ. Ruboku-sama! I come from Gyul. Gallop. I bring message from the city of Gyul. What, did you say Gyul? Yeah. It must be the limit. The time limit? That's right. The answer of how many days Gyul's food storages can hold out after taking tens of thousands of refugees. Oh, yeah, that's true. That's true. Oh. We told them quickly calculate the number and let us know as soon as possible, and that answer is finally here. So if we do not defeat Osen army and liberate Gyul by that time, the city will fall? Yes, but looking at it another way, if Gyul's food storage are able to outlast the Osen's army, then we can achieve victory without needing to do a single thing. Our lookouts made a rough estimate that the Osen's army's food supply when they left Retsubi behind, they should only have enough for 15 days, right? No, they got 10 more days worth. That's right. In 10 more days, the Kin army will run out of food. So the question is, how many more days can Gyo hold out for? Riboku-sama! Riboku-sama! 20 days? No! No! Yes! Ruh! Next chapter, chapter 551. Far, far away in the southwest of the battle-ravaged battle-ravaged grounds, at the capital of the state of Kin, the city of Kanyo, messengers report. There's the king. He's sleeping. Everyone's sleeping. They're all. They're playing, like trying to see what they could do battle strategies wise. He's here, Your Majesty. The second messenger has arrived at long last. He certainly took us time. How many days has it been since the first messenger? Why hasn't General Olsen been sending us regular updates? Apologies, my lord. He's okay. Hey, you okay? Zhao has sealed off Retsubi, the entrance to the inner Zhao. Instead, we have to sneak our way through the mountains, which were packed with patrols. Many of my fellow messengers were captured by them, and I fear that none of them will still draw breath. Enough with the excuses. Hurry up and give your report before you collapse on the spot. First, if I may ask, what did the news of the last messenger bring you? That was a good number of days ago. The last we heard, the combined army had split into three parts. Had split into three parts and had surrounded Gyo with the intention to starve it out. After that, we haven't heard a single peep. I see. Then, as you know, we split into three armies. Kanki's charged with Gyo, while Yontoa and Heki combined an army engaged in Ryoyu in battle. Lastly, the Osen army made it through the Shukai Plains to face the Riboku army. General Osen's up against Riboku? Dear gods! Stop fussing. Shoho Hyokin predicted that as much, at least. Is that so? Did you come from Osen's army then? Yes, sir. I was attached to General Osen's center army up until the third day after the Battle of the Shikai Plains began. So I'm afraid I only know the situation up until that point. Only up until that third day? No, any information is better than nothing at this point. So how fares the battle? About that. The Zhao may outnumber us, but the situation is still roughly even. Thanks to tremendous efforts of the left and the right wings, both Zhao and the center armies remain uncommitted. So far, it could be said that we're proving to be equals against the Riboku army. Going toe-to-toe against that Riboku and evenly matched despite lower numbers. Of a special note are the Gakuwa unit, who saved the left wing from that would be have fatal loss on the first day, as well as the Gyokuho unit on the right, and the Haishin unit who clashed with a formidable army of 10,000 on the third day. The bravery and courage showed in their fighting was outstanding contribution to battle. Shin, obviously, you're going to give a shit because that's your fucking boy. In this state, it would seem that the three men summoned by my lord are making waves out there in the battlefront. Shobukun. Shobun-kun. I understand that this is a very complicated scenario, but it is the fact that we're even matched for a Riboku army. Something to be celebrating right now? That is something we cannot answer here in Kanyo. After all, don't we have any information about how long Gyo's food hold stores can last out? If Gyo runs out of food before the Osen army, then it's completely good news. But if our men are the ones to begin starving first, then it will be good as if it was a noose thrown around their necks, slowly but being tightened by Riboku at each passing day. Hang on. You're telling me that despite having no idea whose food will run out first, Osen of all people still made a choice to make a huge gamble? Indeed. That right there is the issue. Back when we received word of them laying siege on Gyo, the one aspect that stood out to me more than anything else is Ocean really a man would take out a gamble so much on high stakes? Obviously, the man thinks that he's seeing something that these other commanders aren't seeing. He's probably got a certain sect of his army doing something. At any rate, there's no point of anguishing over something we don't know. Oh, agonizing. And we need to figure out now how many more days of food our men still have. Well, messenger, you have the answer. Due to all the twists and turns of the armies took after crossing Retsubi, even we've lost track of your food stores. I do, sir. However, considering the high risk of the messengers being captured by the enemy, we were not privy to the exact numbers. That being said, a rough estimate was made and shared with me right before the army split into 3 parts. The supplies were divided in a way that sustained all 3 armies for an equal number of days. I believe it was meant for them to last them 13 days after the first battle began. 13 days? Put another way, as I was still with the soldiers up until the 3rd day, at the time of my departure, they would have enough food to last them another 10 days. 10 days? Hold on a minute. You said that they had 10 days worth of left? That's correct? Then how many days did they take to reach us here since Kanyu? 5 days. So they only have 5 days left? That doesn't mean he only has 5 more days of food right now? Yes, sir. 5 days. In just 5 more days, they'll starve, which means in the next 5 days, they'll have to somehow defeat Roroku. Shohikan! Do not let your fear overcome you now. We've committed this to knowing that this would be very well the most difficult battle we've ever faced, which is why we picked out exactly the best of the best and sent them out, only preparing and equipping them with the utmost of our ability. All we can do now is believe in the men on the field. Said like a true king. Sire, your majesty. You have done us a great service in bringing us the news. Have your wounds and seen to and rest. Thank you, sire, but there is still one last thing I must tell you. I met a dying messenger from the Hike army traveling here. A messenger from Hike? Heki? And the information he bade me was to pass that it was all burnt down. The heck? Oh yeah, it was. Heki's army's food storage was burnt to cinders by the enemy of Heki and Yontoma's army could run out of food days earlier than the rest. What did you say? Ryoryu, the 8th day. Since... So it goes back to the mountain tribes. Since battle was first met. We're so sorry, bastards. Had all your food burned to ashes. What's the matter? You didn't eat breakfast? Just to die already. General, the 2nd have been routed. We lost sight of the 3rd too. The 4th are requesting to give you their orders to fall back. Henkai-sama has been slain. Oh man. This is all we can spare for today. For you today. It's a lot less better than yesterday. We've got no choice but to start cutting it down. Forgive us, General. Not at all. We are grateful that to have some of you fill stomachs. Even if we were to receive only half of your own food share, we only have nothing but the utmost gratitude. Half? Brother, did this mean he'd think he was receiving half of our own portion? Huh? Half of our share, my goddamn ass. We're the ones stuck eating half of whatever you could spare you each day. Everyone's been forced to forage for the food in the mountains after fighting each day, and they're still starving. Stop that, Kitori? Heki-sama, what are you doing, girl? Oh, you useless plainlanders. Want to fight? That's it. That's enough, Kitori. If we kept on eating like normal, we'd have run out of food ages ago. I hope you understand that your little fuck up has... Brother. Yes. What's that shouting? There's someone here! Enemy attack! No. It's just infighting amongst the tribes. Huh? It started around yesterday night. Some are fighting to steal other tribes' horses to butcher as food. What? Oh, fuck. Everyone's treasure their own mounts, obviously. Take a good... Damn, dude. Take a good hard look at those... You idiots from the plains. As the hunger sets in more and more, we don't even have any shape to put up against the fight of our enemies. The mountain tribes don't really get along to begin with. Here comes the media tour. Something must be done and fast. I know that. What now, Lord Death? At this rate, the entire army will collapse in 3 days. And after all, it's not like our food stores will last another 3 days anyways. What? Bongio! Summon all the chieftains. I'll be sharing an upcoming battle plan with one that will decide whether we win or lose or live or die. Damn. Damn, Yantua, dude. Damn, dude. This is getting fucking tense, dude. Dude, I thought that was fucking cute earlier, too. With Shin and Kyokuai. Damn. Well, that's going to be it for me today. If you liked anything I had to say, please hit that like button. The subscribe button and the bell for more notifications for whenever I go live or post a video. I also got links down in the description for my socials, my Discord, and my merch. And if you want to be part of the Twitch chat, that's down in the link as well. And I hope to see you Maniacs in the next one. Until the next time, you Maniacs, goodbye.